You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. Instead of a bum, which is what I am. Let's face it.
So in this video, you're going to learn how to detect some of those types. So first off, a large motivator for these types of personalities is having the world view them in a way that strokes their ego. They are hyper-driven to maintain the persona that they have constructed. So keep an eye out for people with an intense focus on their image.
Started retweeting that. That's when it started to blow up. When I started retweeting it, it started blowing up. And I'm not patting myself on the back with that shit. And because it started blowing up and people started knowing about it, ADOS was not popping before I started tweeting it. Nobody knew. They were talking it. Nobody knew on no large scale what it was. Shit. I don't want credit. That shit wasn't popping until I started retweeting that shit in 2018. I always make hashtags.
Another thing you tend to notice about this type is that they often don't give up on the lie.
When I talk about foundational Black Americans, I'm strictly about lineage and culture. Same thing as talking about a Jamaican. Same thing talking about a Trinidadian. It's the same classification that I use for that. You dig? You dig? You can't have chapters of Puerto Ricans. You can't have chapters, we got different chapters of Jamaicans. You understand what I'm saying? You can't conflate the two because it's causing confusion. And they're allowing the confusion to be caused. This is why I stayed on code. I just used foundational Black American. And I'm like, okay, what y'all doing is something else. But I was cool about it. What y'all doing is something else. I'll use this term, foundational Black American, and I'll just kind of interchange that with ADOS as far as the lineage. I'll just do it like that. No disrespect, but
when we get caught red-handed, we slump our shoulders in defeat. All that is left to do is feel shame, say we're sorry, and hopefully be forgiven. But this type of person who lies compulsively will continue even when the cat is out of the bag.
It's going to be the event of the year. Do you understand? It's going down. I cannot wait until the Foundation of Black American Conference next year is going to be popping. I cannot wait. Talk about what we need to do as a Foundational Black American group to beat a dead horse talking about the leaders of ADOS, the group. Talk about what we need to do as a Foundational Black American group, the leaders of ADOS, the group, because that ship is sailed. I'm not going to beat a dead horse because they're pretty much done right now. Their credibility is shot and people aren't even taking them seriously anymore. So they're pretty much a done deal right now, and they know it. They, some of their minions and them, they've been trolling and all that stuff, but they're done right now, and they know that. So now we can get to the business of building. Dude, I mean, they just blatantly took this dude's stuff. Now somebody said MLK mentioned it first. Stop it. That's y'all trying to promote that BS. He just mentioned the term descendant of slaves. We don't have time for silly double talk, family. We don't have time for silly double talk. We just don't have time. And they're done to the point where I almost feel bad. I almost feel bad for them. They're so done. I mean, it was a tremendous fall. They're done. Their credibility is shot. And oh yeah, shout out to Boyce. Boyce was dropping some.
Finally, in the event that you do raise your issues with this type of person, they're very likely to dismiss you and throw you off in one of two ways. Typically, they will label you a hater, or if you're more powerful, they'll assuage your concerns by appealing to some kind of conspiracy.
What is that? No, that's not just a group. That's something else. That's beyond a group. That's damn near a cult.